Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. To the air right away is May.
Forced out to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
When you look at the Saints defense,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll throw with May.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and 19. Here's May.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going on 4th down. May.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he comes back with one complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Again, a 5. First down with Raider.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll They'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. To the right side, this is Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Now he's flushed out right. And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's May. steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Drake May, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. May. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air. May. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, it's May. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Njoku, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the shotgun, May with it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Justin Jefferson
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown! A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 24.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second and 6. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for the Saints.
They'll set up to throw. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and 4. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Back to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, have the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll throw with May. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's May. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down with Raiders.
Here's May.
going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they go play action with May.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
To throw, it's May.
And that is taken in by Njoku.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Looking to throw, May.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing here is May.
Flushed out right.
He completes this to Walker.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Walker.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Being chased out left. He gets this one to Johnson. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the Raiders have got him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The Saints will line up for the 2-1 conversion.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air, May.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
They'll throw with May.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.